Customer ordered this online. Gillet's gate lock, two-way access, good reviews. Show up in the box with instructions that says easy install. Yeah, you're right. Now here's the issue. This lock needs a zero gap between the fence and the gate. And I mean zero. Otherwise it's gonna fail to work as intended. But look at the gate. This is quarter of an inch gap over here. And some spots are even more than that. The instructions don't say anything about that. They assume the fence is perfect. No fence is perfect. So now I'm not just installing a lock, now I'm a problem solving. Otherwise, this lock won't operate in this gate. And as I mentioned in my previous video and how or why AI cannot do this type of job. Probably AI can tell you how to install a lock, but it cannot tell you what to do when the lock doesn't fit. So I'm cutting now a thin strip of cedar to fill up the gap. Track saw, straight edge, clean cut. That may be 20 minutes to set up and cut, but if I don't do this, the lock is junk. Here's what AI doesn't get. The manual assumes certain scenario. Reality never is that scenario. I am looking at the grain direction so the strips doesn't split. I am checking if the screw length is gonna go through and poke out the other side. I'm making sure the latch lines up after I add the thickness of the gate. None of that is an instruction. That is just knowing how the wood works, how the hardware is gonna work, what is gonna cause a problem 3 months from now. People think installation works just by following the instruction, and it's not. It's adapting the instructions to reality. This gate is not the gate in the manual. This wood is not exactly the same wood I tested on. The temperature of today affects how tight it needs the screws to go because cedar expands and contracts. AI can read the instruction, but AI cannot stand here and think. Like an example, how much material I need to add, how do I make it fit, what happens if I don't do it right. So here's what I'm saying. AI is great for answering questions, and it's great for looking up specs, finding products, running numbers, but it cannot stand in front of the gate that doesn't match the manual and figure out what needs to happen. And for that takes experience. That takes a look at the problem and thinking, what is the gap? What will fill it, and what are the consequences if I skip this step? And I am pretty sure that we're not going to be able to see AI evolving at that level. So if you try to do this yourself, here's the takeaway. Do not just trust the instructions, measure your actual situation. Think about what won't work before you start drilling. And if something doesn't fit, do not force it. Fix the gap first. That is the work AI cannot do. Now guys, don't forget that you will need certain specialty tools. Do your research before you try to attempt something like this, and if you want it to look professional. And the problem is that so many homeowners do not own none of those tools. That's why for them, sometimes it's cheaper to hire a professional. And okay guys, if you disagree with my take with AI not taking this kind of type of jobs, please put what you think in the comment sections down below. And if you enjoyed this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one.